He got in one little fight and his mum gets scared. Fucking right. I guarantee that all of you have heard of this so far. Chris Rock made a joke on stage while he was presenting the Oscars last night, and Will Smith walked up on the stage like fucking JoJo and slapped him for a joke that he made about his wife. Oscars 2022, ugliest Oscar moment ever. Celebrities react to the Will Smith slap. During a memorable Academy Awards, Will Smith slapped Chris Rock in the face after the comedian made a joke about his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, also the woman that constantly cucks Will. The 94th Academy Awards was definitely one for the history books, but it may stay in the minds of many for the wrong reason. Despite the night seeing the first streaming-only film to win Best Picture, actor Troy Kotsur became the first deaf man to bag an Oscar, and Ariana DeBose became the first openly queer actress of colour to take off. Sharp. This year's ceremony is likely to be remembered for Will Smith slapping Chris Rock in the face. Smith, who went on to win the Best Actor award for his role in King Richard, whacked the comedian after he made a joke about his wife Jada Pinkett Smith's short haircut. And do we have it? Do we have it? Let's see it. I mean, at first I thought it was a punch, but
Oh,
wow.
It wasn't supposed to be like this. Oh, wow! It wasn't supposed to be like this.
This is the one thing we didn't want to happen. Fuck's sake. I thought it was a punch just because of the thud that came through the microphone, but it turns out it was an open-handed slap. The 53-year-old then returned to his seat and shouted twice, "Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth." Pinkett Smith has alopecia and has openly spoken about her experience with hair loss in the past. The moment has been met with mixed reactions online, with one describing it as the ugliest Oscar moment ever. Filmmaker Rob Reiner tweeted his thoughts on the incident and called for Smith to apologise. Will Smith owes Chris Rock a huge apology, he wrote. There is no excuse for what he did. He's lucky Chris is not filing assault charges. The excuses he made tonight were bullshit. And this is one thing as well, right? Oh, everyone's going, oh, but it's a medical condition. It's a medical condition. Right, okay. It's a comedian on stage telling jokes, right? And of all comedians, it's fucking Chris Rock. I mean, come on, he is one of the greats, right? Whether you like it or not, right? He is one of the top comedians over the last few decades. I mean, he's kind of like semi-retired now. He's sort of, in the limelight, but he's not. He just likes to fade in and out as he goes. And to be honest, he's Chris Rock. He's earned the right to do that. But it was a joke, even if it was about fucking alopecia, right? For Will to go on stage, everyone's like, that's a man defending his woman. Yeah, but you kind of want it to be a woman that doesn't fuck her son's friends. Well, she's married to you. I'm just saying, I mean, if it was a hell of a woman, then okay. But that type of woman, nah, not so much. However, this whole normalise going on stage and assaulting comedians for telling offensive jokes that hurt your little fifis. Okay, you'll never guess who's supporting this. The people that are like, jokes are violence and they should be met with violence. Right, I don't even need to say, you already know the types that are supporting that. The Good Place actress Jamila Jamil has come to Will Smith's defense, writing, "A man big enough to absolutely floor him slapped him softly enough that Chris barely moved because he made fun of his wife's alopecia on a world stage. Don't say hashtag protect black women for 2 years and then only condemn Will here. Come on, protect black women." Oh my god, it was a joke. He told a joke about her hair. Will Smith's youngest son, Jaden, reacted within minutes of the ceremony ending, simply saying, "And that's how we do it." Yeah, Jaden Smith, well, very well known for his eloquent, professional, and nuanced, thought-out tweets. And it's not like they were a fucking meme for about 5 years. One Tree Hill actress, Sophia Bush, condemned the incident, pointing out that both men were wrong. They both need a breather. It's just that toxic masculinity at it again. It's just men being men. Just men being men and destroying the world. Violence isn't okay, assault is never the answer. Also, this is the second time that Chris has made fun of Jada on the Oscar stage, and tonight he went after her alopecia, punching down at someone. Yeah, there we go again. Punching down at someone's autoimmune disease is wrong. Doing so on purpose is cruel. They both need a breather. No, Chris Rock was a comedian on stage telling jokes. It's like these people have never been to a comedy show. Have you ever seen that fucking comic where it's like a guy gets hit with a pie and the woman's like ha ha ha, and then the other guy gets hit with a pie and then she's like ha ha ha, and then she gets hit in the face with a pie and then it's her typing on the computer. Why comedy should be more safe for women, like that type of shit. Yeah. Whenever it's anyone else, if Chris Rock went on stage and pure went like, white people, am I right? As he's done for most of his careers, then it would be, stunning, brave. Yes, Republicans. Yes, conservatives. So stunning and brave. Yes, they should die. If he did all that shit, man, then they would have been singing his praises for fucking weeks. But because he made a joke about somebody's haircut, apparently he's the devil incarnate. I mean, fucking hell. American comedian Kathy Griffin raised concerns about who wants to be the next Will Smith in comedy clubs and theatres. Let me tell you something, it's a very bad practice to walk up on stage and physically assault a comedian. Yes, it absolutely is. Now we all have to worry about who wants to be the next Will Smith in comedy clubs and theatres, and yes, that is correct. See if it's a case of, it's now completely socially acceptable to go on stage and slap a comedian, then it's going to happen. A lot of people are going to do it. It's not happened to me. It's not happened yet. I've really fucking pissed off people in the audience. I've made people fucking walk out. But I've not been assaulted on stage yet. Maybe one day that will happen. But I'm a little bit of a big guy, so it's not happened to me. Imagine if it fucking happened to Aaron Goldberg. I don't think it would happen to Aaron. Aaron's fucking giant. That man lives in the gym. I don't think it's ever going to happen to him. Rosemary's baby actress, Emmy O'Farrell, was quick to jump to Chris Rock's defense, saying it was just a joke. Yes, absolutely. It was just a joke. Jokes are what Chris Rock does, always has been edgy. This was a mild joke for him, and I love G.I. Jane. And yeah, it was, as far as jokes go, it was a pretty fucking mild joke. It was a pretty basic bitch joke. Star Wars legend Mark Hamill described the slap as the ugliest Oscar moment ever. Stand-up comics are very adept at handling hecklers. Violent physical assault, not so much. While the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts and Sciences, which organises the Oscars, didn't condemn Smith personally, it did say it does not condone violence of any form. Well then, you'll be taking his Oscar off him, won't you? Because that was the thing that made it even more awkward, is Will Smith won the Oscar, so had to go up on stage and get his fucking Oscar. Queen and a slim actress Jodie Turner-Smith reacted by saying, I have second-hand embarrassment for all involved. As far as that incident goes, I'm still processing. After the ceremony, Kotzer spoke to Sky News about the slap, saying, whatever happened tonight, whatever situation happened, it was personal, right? And it really showed that family should be cherished no matter what the situation is. All right. Booker Prize author Bernardine Evaristo tweeted, only the fifth black man in nearly 100 years to win an Oscar for male lead, and then the first in 16 years resorts to violence instead of utilising the power of words to slay Chris Rock. Then he claims God and love made him do it. God made me do it. Yeah, that defence. However, the negative feedback didn't seem to stop him from enjoying his Oscar win. Yeah, there's a video of fucking, let's not get copyright claimed here. There we go. He's sitting there dancing about with his Oscar and he's enjoying himself. I mean, like, it's funny. I'm gonna give it that. It's fucking funny. He turned up to the Vanity Fair after party smiling alongside Pinkett and their children, Trey, Jaden and Willow. Multiple videos have surfaced on social media showing him dancing to his song Getting Jiggy With It and Summertime with his Academy Award in hand at the party, which, come on, that is funny. However, right, there are a bunch of things that must be addressed here, right? Dealing with a man that insults your wife, I get it. I absolutely get it. Yeah, that's fine, If a man turns around and calls your wife some horrible terms, then if it's like in a serious term, like a guy in the street or a guy in a bar or something like that, then going up and making sure that man's neck's truly wound in, yep, I completely understand that. I get that, because then there's like genuine malice behind it. A comedian on a stage, then no, there's no malice, there's no horrible, there's no hatred or intent or anything like that. It's Chris Rock. It's fucking Chris Rock. Come on. Right? He made a little joke about your wife's haircut, right? If he was a guy in a bar calling your wife, horrible names and everything like that, saying that fucking fat bitch and all that type of stuff, then yeah, okay, go up and hit that man a slap, right? That's fine. A comedian on stage, right? And no, like going up and assaulting a comedian on stage, like, you're always the loser in that situation, right? You're always the loser in that situation, because if it's not serious statements being made by some guy in a bar, it's a comedian making jokes, and you've proven yourself a little bit of a bitch that can't handle some fucking jokes. Right? I mean, especially as fucking Chris Rock, right? If you're in the front row at a Chris Rock show, you're fucking getting it, right? You're going to get it. But like this was a massive overreaction from Will Smith. It was a massive overreaction. I believe, and he laughed at first. When the joke got told, he laughed at first, but then I think Jada said something to him and he went up to deal with the guy. And I think one of the main reasons that Will did it is just to sort of get back at some of that manhood of his, because we all saw the infamous interview where Will Smith is just a complete cuck to his wife. The man looked like a complete loser. He looked like a broken shell, just a husk of what was once considered masculinity, right? And I think he's very, very aware of now. What do you mean you let your wife like fuck other people? And she like gloats about it and bitches about you and shits on you during a little podcast weekly show and all that. Like that. That's not a good wife, man. Like, I'm sorry, you should fucking be filing for divorce. That's definitely what you should be doing. And I think he knows that because of that, he looked like a massive loser to everyone. And I'm going to go up on stage and fucking smack a guy talking shit about my wife. And I think he thought that that would make him look like, yeah, I'm a man, masculine, punching men and stuff like that, with slapping men. But, nah, if anything, it made him look a whole lot worse. Definitely made him look a lot worse. But yeah, don't go on stage and punch comedians. You're always the loser in that situation, right? I'm not aware, and I've seen a bunch of videos of it. I'm not aware of any videos where someone goes on stage and assaults a comedian and anyone is on the assaulter's side. Right? Even though a lot of people like fucking hate Jim Jeffries, like remember when Jim Jeffries used to be good? And he wasn't doing all the woke stuff because he's got... Fuck me, by the way, he's got skeletons in his closet. But back when he was like really, really good, a guy went on stage and started like punching the shit out of him. And it wasn't like one hit. The guy was fighting him, like punching him and everything. And like nobody, even though some of the jokes that Jim was telling that night were quite oof, nobody was on the assaulter's side, right? And in any of these videos, no one's ever been on the assaulter's side. And in this case, I'm not on Will Smith's side, right? If Will Smith did this in a bar to a bunch of rude guys, I would be 100% on Will Smith's side. That's completely fine, completely understandable. Maybe should have done it for like a better woman, but hey ho. However, doing it to a comedian, that just makes you look like a little bitch.